What if your dog thought he was the boss of the house? Not just a part of the family, but the actual CEO. Let's meet Bruce, a fluffy, good-hearted labradoodle who is absolutely convinced he runs the show. Every morning, the routine is perfect. His routine, he starts with a perimeter check, making sure the house is secure. He sniffs the back door, then the front. A satisfied nod. The house is safe under his watch. Then, the staff, that's what he calls them, brings his breakfast. He allows it. Good morale is important, after all. He eats with the dignity of a king. After the meal, it's time for the morning briefing. He receives his pats on the head, which he sees as a show of loyalty from his team. Finally, he inspects the sunbeams in the living room. Quality control is essential. He finds the perfect spot, spins 3 times, and lies down. Another successful morning under his management. But one day, everything changes. The front door opens, and his human, Sarah, brings in a pet carrier. Bruce, ever the manager, trots over to inspect the new equipment. But what comes out isn't equipment. It's a sleek, gray Russian blue cat named Chewie. She's elegant, cool, and completely unimpressed. She steps out, surveys her new kingdom, and totally ignores Bruce. This was not on the schedule. Who authorized this new consultant? Before Bruce can even process it, Chewie hops onto the windowsill, his favorite observation post. A clear power play. Bruce approaches, tail stiff. "Welcome," he says. "I'm Bruce. I run things around here. You'll report to me for walkies and treats." Chewie pauses her grooming and gives him a look. Not hostile, just curious. "You run things?" she asks, her voice like soft bells. "Of course." Bruce puffs out his chest. "I do the security checks. I approve the meals. I monitor the front door." Chewie's gaze drifts from Bruce, to the humans, to the leash on the wall, to the treat jar on a high shelf. "Interesting hypothesis," she says, and turns back to the window. Bruce is stunned. His authority was just. Dismissed. This is where Bruce's perfect world starts to unravel. His entire management philosophy is about to be deconstructed, piece by piece, by this mysterious new feline auditor. It starts with the mailman. Bruce barks ferociously. "See," he boasts to Chewie, who's watching from the sofa. "External threat neutralized. I protect this house." Chewie tilts her head. "Does the threat usually just put paper in a slot and leave? And does your barking usually make Sarah say, 'Bruce, hush,' and give you a chew toy to quiet you down?" Bruce freezes, the toy falling from his mouth. He'd never connected those dots before. "It's a reward for my vigilance," he stammers. Or, Chewie adds gently, a distraction. "For you, the seed of doubt is planted." Next up for review, the daily walk. In Bruce's mind, he's the leader of the expedition. He sets the pace, he chooses the route. But from her perch at the window, Chewie offers a different perspective. "Watch the hand holding the string." Her voice seems to echo in his mind. Who is really attached to whom? On his walk, Bruce starts to notice it. The gentle tug on the leash, guiding him away from a squirrel. The treat that appears only asterisk after asterisk, he follows a command like heel. It's not him leading Mark, it's Mark leading him. A horrifying thought begins to dawn on our furry CEO. He isn't the one giving orders, he's the one following them. This realization hits him like a cold bath. The world as he knows it is starting to crumble. The final pillar of Bruce's authority is the schedule. Breakfast at 7, walk at 8, nap at 10. He maintains this strict schedule for the good of the household. But Chewie's quiet observations force him to see the truth. He watches as Sarah looks at the clock on the wall. Asterisk, then asterisk, fills his food bowl. He sees Mark's phone alarm go off. Asterisk, then asterisk, he reaches for the leash. He even realizes that he only feels sleepy, asterisk after asterisk. The sunbeam has moved to a specific spot on the floor. Chewie's words are simple but devastating. You follow the cues. Bruce, you don't set them. You're not the boss. You're a very enthusiastic participant. Bruce collapses in the middle of the living room. The wag is gone from his tail. His corporation has gone bankrupt. His whole identity is a lie. That night, the house is quiet, but Bruce's mind is a storm. He lies on his bed, a defeated fluff ball under the moonlight. If I'm not the boss, what am I? He whispers into the dark. What's my job? Just then, Chewie appears silently beside him. Why do you need a job? She asks softly. Everyone has a job. Bruce replies, desperate. You guard, you hunt, you run things. Chewie looks at him with her wise, green eyes. My job, she says, is to enjoy the sun, the texture of this sofa, the sound of the house at night. There is no checklist. But what about purpose? Bruce asks. What about duty? Chewie simply nods toward the hallway where their humans are sleeping. Look at them, she says. When you greet them like a joyful storm at the door, does Mark smile? When you rest your head on Sarah's lap, does she relax? That isn't management, Bruce. That is connection. It's a different kind of power. And suddenly, Bruce understands. He remembers the laughter when he brings a slobbery toy, the way Mark's stress melts away with every pat, the warmth of the bed on a cold night. It was never about command. It was about effect. It was about love. The next morning, everything is the same, but everything is different. The alarm goes off, the coffee grinder hums. Bruce watches Sarah in the kitchen. He doesn't see a staff member. He sees his person. He feels the urge to wag his tail, and he does. He still sniffs the door, but it's not a security check anymore. He's just enjoying the interesting morning smells. When his breakfast is served, he doesn't wait regally. He gives Sarah a happy, grateful nudge with his nose before digging in. He trots into the living room and finds Chewie already in the best sunbeam. The old Bruce would have seen this as a challenge, but the new Bruce just sighs, a soft, happy sound. He lies down in the patch of sun right next to her. It's just as warm. Chewie opens one eye, sees him there, and a quiet, gentle purr starts to rumble in her chest. They sleep peacefully in their parallel sunbeams. Mark walks in, sees the two of them, and smiles, quietly taking a picture. Bruce opens one eye, sees Mark, and his tail thumps once on the floor. Not a demand, a greeting. He closes his eyes again, a look of pure contentment on his face. Bruce is not the boss. He's home. And that's the story of Bruce, the dog who thought he was CEO, and Chewie, the cat who taught him what it really means to be part of a family. It's a beautiful reminder that the most important job we have is simply to love and be loved. What do you think? Does your pet think they run your house? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your stories. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories that warm the heart. We'll see you in the next video.